What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Let's get a tweet out nice and quick, because there's many things to be done this evening. What are those things, you ask? It's a great question. I don't know. Newest hot Marvel champions. Um. I don't really know what I want to say today. Not quite sure what I want to say today. Are you a vampire? Lakers bodyguard. You know damn well I'm a vampire. Yeah, of course. Nivea sending over $2 saying, never been here this early. Welcome. Welcome. Hold up. Something happens when you get here this early. And this might discomfort you to see this, but... Slap. I don't like doing it, but it has to be done, and... well, you deserve it. Thank you very much for the $2, Nivea. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Started petting Spooky, and Lola completely lost her poop. Oh, that damn dog. Rest Spooky on Brian's head again? No. No. That's not funny. No. That's not funny at all. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Should we use that for the tweet? What song is that again? Like I feel like I can hear the song in my head that you're quoting, but I can't remember like who sings it. Nivea sending over another $2 saying, yeah, you were right. See ya. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the $4, dude. If you are actually leaving, I'll see you later. But of course, you're welcome. More than welcome to stay. Wait, I missed a spooky setting on Brian's head, no less? No, not on my head. No, that damn cat, she would murder me, and I would murder her right back or something. I guess we can go with the, we'll go, I don't know what else to say, so we'll go with Mr. Sandman's, say that you love me, say that you need me. I don't know, this feels a little bit demanding though, right? Maybe I don't want to say this. Say that you love me. Say that you need me. Tell Kabam your favorite pizza and ask them to buy. Nivea, thank you very much for another $2, man. I'm trying not to eat the pizza. Trying not to eat the pizza. They what was I gonna say? I mean, they did buy us alcohol before, so I'm still a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of buying someone else alcohol really goes a long way, you know. I feel like for those of us that they bought drinks, we're not gonna forget it. But thank you very much for another $2, dude. Maybe I should ask them to buy me something else. Do you see that they relaunched the War Boost crystals? What coincidence? Yeah, dude. What is going on with that, man? What kind of nonsense, dude? Really, with these War Boost drought and the War crystals, like, yeah, it does not feel. Remember how I said it was like 80%. It's probably just some RNG, and like 20% that they're trying to, you know, squeeze out some units or something like that. Flip that. flip that. 20% of me thinks that it's just RNG, and 80% of me thinks there's something effy going on here. What would do is you're saying that you'd beat up. Wow, Aaron Abdo, really? Nivea sent over another $2 saying, ask them to buy you the best of peas. You know what? That is something I can do. Let's just add it onto this, and please buy me a crate of peas. They're gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? P.S. I am now. No. Okay. Say you love me, say you need me, and please buy me a crate of peas. Do these go together at all? No. Tweet. Let's move on. It only took 6 minutes to get the tweet out today. Ugh. I'm slowing down again. Slowing down. I used to be going quicker. Tweet should say, shame on you, kabam, shame on you, and just leave it at that. Can run hypothesis testing on the boosts based on assumption on number boosts in pool and such. Do we have all the information though? Like, do the boosts ever repeat, or are they, or is there a certain amount of time where they can't repeat? I don't think, like, can they come back 2 days in a row? And if they can't come back 2 days in a row, can they come back, like, if they're here Monday, can they come back on Wednesday, type of thing? Because that does affect it, if that stuff, I think, right? I don't know. Either way, I mean, like, I have boosts, so it's hard for me to be upset. I'm more just upset for my alliance mates, and you know, of course, all of you guys that need boost too. But it's just, you know, it's just the champions I use and the path that I take doesn't really require boosts. Certain paths need those boosts, man, especially path 5. It feels like you need those boosts. If I was taking path 5, I would be pretty upset right now, I think. No slap? Oh, there was already a slapping. Like a bodyguard. There was a slapping. A crate of peas, a creperie? Is that a thing? Well, you were able to get into the game quicker today versus yesterday. That's true. Yeah. BG's being a pizza. I'm headed to the store. Thanks. All right, Cody. Enjoy, dude. All right. Let's anyway. Let's actually go do some stuff. Let's check AQ real quick. Before last season, you'd see each 3-minute boost hit the store once a week typically. Now we haven't seen them each hit in a month. That's all we need to know. Yeah, there's something going on, man. There's something going on. I usually give Kabam the benefit of the doubt because, you know, I think for the most part they just want to make a good game. Yeah, of course they have ways to monetize it, and they're making barrels full of monies. But I think for the most part, they do things pretty legitimately. But something's up with these boosts, man. In my opinion, something's up with these boosts. They said that they had planned this crystal to come back about a month ago. And it feels like about a month ago is when we started to see the boost not really appearing in the store. That's just a little too much of a coincidence, in my opinion. Especially when thinking about last time they introduced these crystals, and that's when boosts seemed to be a little bit less available as well. So, okay, anyway, let me do this boss fight real quick. It's just a Mephistus. So, this will only take me a couple minutes. I was pretty happy that there was no solo event quest completion event today, because I realized, like, oh crap, I'm gonna want to bring my 5-star void to uncollected. Like, I could do it without it probably. I'm sure if I brought the 4-star it'd be okay, but you know, if you got a 5-star, why would you want to use the 4-star? I'll use the 4-star in AQ instead, since I only use them for 2 fights anyway, at most. Someone else could take these fights even. But I'm going to leave Void out tomorrow. I mean, I got to leave him out tomorrow anyway because of war, but yeah, hopefully I can do a daytime uncollected stream tomorrow. We shall see, though. No promises. Only it's only gonna happen if the 22-hour event quest completion is on. How mad would people be if they compensated it by giving people the War Boost crystals after the week? It's in the story. Wait, hold on. I think I see what you were saying, but I also was trying to make sure not to get hit in the face. So let me read that again in just a sec. I should have just held for a special 3 at this point. I just realized getting a second Fear of the Void up is slower than just getting a special 2. But whatever. Pretty similar results. Wait, hold on. How mad would people be if they compensated by giving people the War Boost crystal after the week it's in store ends? Wait, I'm actually confused as to what you're saying, Star. I thought you were saying how mad would people be if, like, as soon as the crystal's gone, they bring back the boost or something like that. Memory/eyewitness testimony is the least reliable form of evidence. Y'all have a record of the boost the rest of us could reference. I could go through our line chat. It's always posted in the news chat. It wouldn't take that long to go back and find the last crystal. I don't know when it actually was available, but like I could do that pretty quick. Alright, you're gonna be streaming Sunday and Monday. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Is that our travel days? I don't know when our flights are and stuff, but I would like to stream while we're away. I'm gonna try to do that. I can't guarantee it for anybody. Possibly Tuesday if we get home without delays. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream while we're gone. I'm gonna try my best. I'm bringing all the stuff that I need. No, I mean if their way of apologizing for it without having the boost back or anything as a gift to people. Okay. I gotcha. Wait, is this map 5 or this is map 6. This is map 6. Okay, anyway. Yes, sir, we land there 4 p.m. Sunday. Okay, all right. So I should be able to still stream, guys. But of course, you know, while traveling, who knows what's gonna happen. I'll try my best. ABG, how's it going? What's up, Nick? How you doing? Are you bringing poster, drum set, and wall too? Yeah, dude. I'm of course. You think I could travel without this stuff? This is not like you, dude. I use a green screen. I don't know if you know this. I don't want to break the illusion for you, but this is a green screen. I don't actually have a drum set or a poster back there. What's up, Dicer? Totally green screen effect. It's pretty. I mean, they've gotten better. Green screens used to be like, but they're pretty good now. Okay, what am I doing? I think there's still. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get some Mystic completion going, so I'm just gonna do some auto fighting, dump my energy real quick. Wait, hold on. Last for another hour and a half. Okay. In the next hour, someone remind me, an hour from now, I want to pop open whatever crystals I need to get the final milestone here. It's just going to be some premium hero crystals. You know, it's not something that, you know, you guys are going to be like, oh, I should stick around to see that. You know, it's not going to be anything super exciting. It's just, I need to get the milestones. I need to get the milestones. Damn, Brian, you guys catching up in Prestige? Are we? Might as do it now so you don't forget, because I won't have to pop open as many crystals if I can wait and use some champions first in the arena and in this quest. Trying to be as efficient as possible, within reason. Sir BG and traveling. BG's going outside again twice in 1 year. What is this? I know, right? Well, technically it's 2019 now, so you know, we did the traveling back in 2018, but what's up, Jeremiah Meza? At a point where I can't rank any good 5 stars, so focusing on my 4 stars. I've heard from you, Crossbones, Black Widow, Golk, and OG Daredevil are useful in certain situations. Remind me in which and who first. Have you heard that? How long ago did you hear me say positive things about Black Widow or OG Daredevil or Crossbones? I would say Golk is the most important out of all of those. If you don't have a higher level Golk, you want, you're eventually going to want as high of level Golk as possible to tackle something like Variant or other Starburst situations, not just Variant. But I mean, that's like the area where Golk was the most useful so far. But as far as other champions go, I mean, Daredevil is good for evading projectiles, but he needs to be pretty much maxed out in order to be reliable and maxed out in terms of sig ability. And I haven't used an OG Daredevil in, I couldn't tell you how long. It's been a very long time. Same thing for Crossbones or Black Widow. It's been an extremely long time since I used those champions. Crossbones can be good. I would say out of all those, Crossbones is probably the second most useful. He has what was I gonna say? Against, what's that one node again? Spiked armor, since he doesn't crit. But honestly, I don't think any of those champions, aside from Golk, are worth investing resources in. If you have better champions ranked up already. That's always the big if. It's not that these champions can't be useful, it's just you may already have better champions ranked up or better champions available that can be ranked up. Nuggles sending over 5 of them Australian bucks, saying at work at the moment, just popping in to say hi and hope you have an awesome day/night. Dude, thank you very much for the $5. Right back at you, man. Hopefully your night of work goes quick. There's no troubles, no complications, nothing like that. Hopefully you have an easy night and a good day/night after work and everything. Thank you very much for the $5, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. Safeguard? No, I mean, there's a lot of other options for Safeguard that I think are better, to be honest. There's certain situations where he's okay, but for the most part, there's other champions that are better these days. He's outside the other day when he let his wife take him to dinner, though, guys. I can vouch for it. Shh, Aaron Abdo, don't tell the secrets. Reminder, pop open enough crystals, get the final milestone in an hour. Thanks, man. Good night, BG. Sweet dreams. Dysentery Joe, have a good one, dude. Wait, theoretically, could you lay on grass and use the grass as a green screen if it was green enough? I don't know if, like, the edges of the blades of grass would mess with it or not. I don't know. I have no idea. I've actually never used any green screen at all. I've never really had a desire to have a green screen. I think that maybe depending on, I think green screens look good depending on the game that you're playing. But for the most part, I do prefer just to have, like, the standard look. The standard, like, webcam look, you know? But for certain games, I think the green screen does work pretty well. Do you guys think parry on specials should come back? Well, you mean like stunning the enemy? Because that's the only thing that's gone. Because you could still reduce damage when parrying specials. That has never gone away. But as far as stunning the enemies, no, I don't think that should come back. That always felt a little silly to me. I'm not a fan of that. There are no limits to things you can do with grass. Wow. Oh, man. Do you think a maxed out 3-star Sabretooth could be enough for 5.2.4 Masochism? I think that would be a nightmare of a time, using a 3-star Sabretooth for Masochism. There's like, you don't need a specific counter to Masochism. You do not need a specific counter for Masochism. You can use other champions, higher level champions, that will be much better at countering Masochism than using a 3-star champion. You're going to get run over. Unless you're a god at this game, which is entirely possible. If someone's able to do it with 3 stars and not have to use a gazillion items, that's pretty impressive, but I would have to use a ton of items if I was ever going to take a 3-star into 5.2.4. No matter what 3-star it is. I need to get through arena fights as quick as possible. I do not have time to be in there all day. Also let me take time to build up all 20 shocks with Nebula and the at least a lethal special too. No, I don't do that unless you're asking if it was just you. I don't do that unless I have like an under-leveled Nebula. Like if I'm building the Infinite Streak and I'm using my Nebula and, you know, it's higher level champions and they're a bit passive anyway, I'll build up the shocks. But usually I won't build for like a special. Usually it's like one or the other. I'll build to 20 shocks and just parry and then do regular combos, and I'm not going to have 2 bars of power ready. Or I'll build up a few shocks over time as I'm getting to my special 2 and unleash him. But for the most part, I'm also just like, I try to get through the arena quickly, but I also, I mean, I'm just sitting on my ass right now, you know? I should be in the arena right now. At a certain point, I just don't care, and I just relax a little bit too. Eddie sending over $2 saying, "Read last, you sexy beast." All right. Eddie sending over to, "Please say hello to Monica's little brother Jesse. He's 7 years old and is watching you tonight with me. He's way excited for you to say hi." Oh, dude, we got Eddie. Wait, is Monica with you too, or is it just Jesse? Either way, Jesse, what's up, dude? Welcome. I hope you know that Eddie is probably the coolest dude ever. So, yeah, you're hanging out with the coolest dude ever. So, it should be a good time. But Eddie, dude, thank you so much for the 2. I appreciate it, man. Positive vibes and all that. Throwing them your way. Alright, let me actually get into the arena. Got a phone call during a fight in AQ. Lost my Star Lord to a damn Iron Fist. Ugh. That sucks, man. Arena, that's right. Yeah. Getting lost. Okay. Kind of working on this alpha arena. I missed the last alpha arena, so I really need to get these alphas. Because the alpha stash is looking pretty weak at the moment. If you're not consistent with this alpha arena, man, they don't come in fast enough to be ranking up 5 stars. That thing looks a tiny bit better, but now we got to talk about your makeup. You don't like the makeup? Oh man, I spent like 3 hours on it tonight. Which is, I mean, it's up from the usual 2. I thought it'd be impressive, but back to the drawing boards. In England, it's like 6:35 a.m. right now. Are you staying up late or did you wake up early? Weird, had to restart. That is weird. What's up, Brian? What's up, Lags? Womp womp. What's up, Pixie Bell? Oh man, this guy's gonna get to a special 3, isn't he? There's no stopping it. Unless he dies right here, which he didn't die. Thought we had it. Generally never have a shortage of tier 1 alphas anymore. Always have an overflow. Do you? They go fast. I mean, if you ever rank up like 5 stars, man, they get sucked out pretty quickly. Like it's not like a super drought for me or anything like that. It's just there are some more 5 stars I want to take to rank 2 and some to rank 3 and everything. No, it means, oh, you're wearing too much makeup. Tone it down a little. Okay. Yeah, it's understandable, but I think I'm gonna go the opposite route and add more. You may need to do a makeup. Wait, may need to do makeup homework then. Oh jeez. Do I boo now or do I wait? I actually, you guys think I should do should I do makeup tutorials? Think about starting up a second channel to do makeup tutorials. Thoughts? Just kidding. Or blend it, that'll make it less makeup looking. No idea what I'm saying for most part. Yeah, I have no idea what you're saying. It sounds good, whatever you're saying. It sounds really good, but I have no clue. Brian, any plans to do some different paths in war? Aren't you bored of 6-7? Or maybe once you get certain champ? I'm a little bored of 6-7, lags, yeah. But at the same time, you know, what's the saying? If it ain't broke, stay on 6-7, something like that. So, yeah, I guess that's where I'm going to be. It's working out, and honestly, you know, war has never been... I mean, war is like one of the big, something that I think about all the time in terms of ranking up champions and stuff, of course. But otherwise, you know, I don't really care about it all that much. If we win or lose these wars, don't care. Don't really care who we face. If we face a super tough opponent versus an easy opponent, I'm just gonna do my fights and then move on with my day, pretty much. So it's kind of nice at the same time. Like, yeah, I'm a little bit bored of it, but it's also kind of nice that, like, I don't have to do practically any scouting these days. It's, you know, I pretty much just join with the same champions, get my fights done before my stream, get my fights done after the stream, and then, boom, done for that war. Second channel for hair gel reviews. Yeah, I mean... There's a lot of brands out there, and people need to know what's important, right? Cosmetic champion, oh my god. Butt pirate meaning you loot and pillage butts? What? What's up, Avagram? BG, I run Corvus, Spark, and Blade in war, depending on path. Hold on, this Corvus is being a bunghole, dude. Okay, I run Corvus, Spark, and Blade in war. Depending on the path, I want suicides for Corvus, but don't for Blade and Spark. Should I only switch Double Edge as it helps Corvus? Not ideal for Blade and Spark, but between Double Edge and Liquid Courage, Double Edge is better. Is the better one, as it don't hurt Blade's healing and gives Corvus healing, but I won't be able to have max deep wounds for Blade because it'll get expensive switching on and off for D. I think you got to experiment. There's nothing that I could really tell you. It's not a bad idea. I could tell you that much. I don't know if it would be better than what you're currently doing, though. Really, you got to experiment with that type of thing. I don't have a Corvus, or a high-ranking Blade for that matter. So yeah, like my mastery needs are very different than yours. I recommend just trying it out. See if it works out for you. Give it a shot. You barely have to wait around at all either. Path 5, that's all I do, I feel like. Yeah, it's actually not bad anymore, dubes. It used to be a nightmare, though. Honestly, dude, like, with how late it took me to get cleared sometimes, and how much energy that path is, because it's just, dude, it's a ton of energy. It's 9 energy in total to get to the mini-boss. Well, 9 once I actually start moving. It takes 3 energy to get up to my first fight, and then I have to sit there, and then it's 9 energy from there. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's not that much energy compared to other paths. I actually don't know how much the other paths cost, but it used to be a nightmare where I wouldn't get cleared until, like, I don't know, 3 in the morning my time, and then I'd have to do the fights. I have to, like, stay up, do the fights, wake up at a somewhat reasonable time to, you know, be able to clear the rest of the group so you guys could finish at a somewhat reasonable time. That was an absolute nightmare. But these days, I get cleared nice and quick. Haven't had that issue in a long time. I'm just going to push here. It should be alright. Maybe, I hope. And yeah, it's actually not bad anymore. It's great. I don't really need to wait on anyone after that first node. EG, are you one of the best 6-7 or Void players in the game? I don't exactly know how to, like, where I rank in terms of that stuff. One of the best? Maybe. The best? Probably not. Probably not by a long shot. I'm sure there's plenty of... I'm sure there's still, like, a pretty good amount of skill that I could learn and develop that other players already have, you know? I mean, it's... I'm sure there's people who have, like, I don't know, like never died taking this path, like ever or something. Whereas I will still die occasionally. Chewing Champion? Is that the name of my cooking channel? Oh man. Consumption? Chips Champion? That feels like a cop show. Wait, that was a cop show, I think, right? Chips? I don't remember. It was an older show, right? But BG, pizza is in the oven. No, it's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. Dude, I honestly never understood the concept of DiGiorno pizza and their marketing. I would just be like, dude, it's just a couple extra bucks. I'm just gonna order it and not do any of the work myself. But if you're willing to do the work, it's good. Yeah, well, a certain someone never showed up to war till like 12 hours, and a lot of times when you were struggling to get cleared, yeah, it was... dude, I was hating it at the time, man. I was really hating it. And I'd be like dude, I'd be so tired by the time I actually got to do one of my fights. And I'd have to like... you know, it'd be like 3 in the morning, and I'd have to like psych myself up to like wake up a little bit to do these fights. And I swear, like, there were certain nights where, you know, I'm like cross-eyed at this point, like, God, man, I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to have to focus on Alliance War fights. But anyway, it's been, what, a couple of seasons since then or something like that. Hasn't been a problem anytime recently. What's up, Articast? Order Captain America Infinity, rank 5, 5-star. Your opinion? My opinion is, Void crushes Infinity Man in terms of who I like better. Both great champions, but I just think Void is still head and shoulders above. BG is the best at looting and pillaging butts, that's for certain. Thanks, Avacrom. Appreciate that, man. BG was one of the best, period. The 3-star challenge for the boss rush convinced me of that. There's a lot of people that could have done that. There's just not many people that wanted to take on that challenge, which I understand, because most of the time I don't want to do that myself. You know? There'll be a lot of people that will say, like, if the content isn't difficult enough for you, why don't you just run lower star champions or something like that instead of asking for more difficult content? Because it's just not fun a lot of times. For a small challenge like that, I found it to be pretty fun. But in a lot of cases, it just wouldn't be, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of people that could do that. There's a lot of people that could do it better than me. There are people that take more difficult fights in Alliance War than me. I never take the bosses, you know what I mean? Like, there's definitely much better fighters in this game than myself. I could say that with absolute certainty. Ziski, what's going on, dude? Had a Snickers candy bar today. Your fave chocolate bar, 3 Musketeers, Butterfingers, Almond Joy, Baby Ruth, Heath Bar, Mr. Good Bar, Nestle Crunch, or other. Ooh, favorite chocolate bar. I want to say... Does Twix count? I think Twix counts, right? I mean, they're like a... I feel like it's slightly different. Only because there's like 2 that come in a package. But I want to say Twix. It's been a long time since I had a Twix. Or any like chocolate bar for that matter. I don't eat a lot of chocolate bars. I love candy, but chocolate... Not that I dislike it, but it's not my go-to. Unless it's like just what's available, you know. Like my wife will buy something that's chocolate and I'll eat it. But I usually don't buy it myself. But yeah, 3 Musketeers, I remember being pretty into 3 Musketeers too, but man, I don't know how long it's been since I had a 3 Musketeers. Correct answer is Reese's Fast Break. I don't think I ever had one of those dicer. Is it just, I mean, I'm assuming it's just like the same thing that Reese's is made out of, with just in like a candy bar form instead of like a cup form or whatever. Ranked 4, my first 5-star, and duped Killmonger, having a blast with him, but had trouble connecting his special 2. Any thoughts? Had trouble connecting special 2. I don't use Killmonger much. I know Cody's in here, and Cody is who I think of when I think of Killmonger users. He uses Killmonger all the time. Cody, I don't know if you're able to respond to a poo at all. Saying he's having troubles with the special 2. The few times that I do use Killmonger in like arena or something like that, I've never had any trouble with it. So that's interesting that you say that. I don't know if maybe there, like, occasionally there's like iOS or OS, I mean, or even device specific bugs. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. Word equals ulotricious. Oh, that is the dietary, the study of what ostriches eat for nutrition. Ulo meaning ostrich, and tricious meaning nutritious. Combined, that's what that means. It's not, you know, it's not like highly recommended that that's what you go to school for, but I mean, if you have a passion for it, don't let anybody stop you. It's not just a couple extra bucks though, it's like a $15 difference for $2 worth of flavor difference. Wait, for the pizza? Are we talking? Or are we talking something else? I don't know. Well, like, how much are DiGiorno pizzas? I always thought they were like $9 in the store, and then I could have got a pizza from like a local pizzeria for like 12 or something. Those are where most of my deaths have happened, when I'm fighting late at night, and then you can't help but blame the people who held you up. Yeah, I know, right? BJ told you about Kabam and the boosting crystal. What are you saying now? Told you, man. Yeah, there's nothing I can say now. It's true, man. I mean, there was no crystal when he said it, so. But they did add the crystal. They did add the crystal, so. Chris sending over a buck. Where's your last one, Chris? Did you quit Mango Tango? I haven't been drinking it as much recently, but no, I can never quit Mango Tango. It's too delicious. But unfortunately, it hasn't helped any with the weight loss. I think I'm still gaining weight, just because I've replaced the Mango Tango with even worse things. So, yeah. I'm telling you, the more Mango Tango I drink, I'm gonna die to this poison. I have no chance. The more Mango Tango I drink, usually, the better I do in terms of weight loss, just because, you know, instead of eating a bag of chips, I'll just have Mango Tango. But instead of Mango Tango, I'll just eat a bag of chips, which is not good. But thank you very much for the buck. I've got a couple of Mango Tangos in the fridge right now, actually. Those are candy bars. Americans don't do chocolate bars. I mean, I guess. Normally I would call them candy bars too. But if it's like a Hershey's chocolate bar, like I would still consider that a chocolate bar. So I think there's both. I don't know. Anyway, I'm way scrolled up at the moment. I need to scroll this way on down. Favorite pizza topping combination? No, it's just plain cheese pizza. BJ, I've never had any issues with using his specials, but a guy in my old alliance has issues connecting his special too. I think it's just getting the timing down to launch it. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I've never had any issues with it, but there are some there are some specials that I can't connect, and it's not just a timing issue. Like there's something going on with these champions, And certain champions, like, I know I had issues with and other people didn't. And then at some point, like, they started getting the issues too. Like, Hulk's Special 1 is one that comes to mind. I don't know if the issues still exist, but, you know, back when I had my Hulk ranked up and I was using him all the time, it wouldn't fail every time, but, like, if it failed once that day, it failed the rest of the day. And if it didn't fail the first time that I used it that day, like, it didn't fail me at all. So... Aren't they like $5 delivery around here is like 25 effing dollars these days? Oh, I mean, if you're getting pizza delivered, it's much more expensive. You gotta pay the delivery fees and stuff like that. But you have to pick up the DiGiorno and stuff too. I mean, I guess you don't have to get it that night. You don't have to leave that night. But I don't necessarily mind. Or I didn't, at least when I was eating pizza more. I didn't really mind just driving like 2 minutes to get it or something. I guess if they're only $5, that is still pretty good savings. Wait, hold on. What about the boost crystals? Wait, what about the boost crystals? I don't remember what I said, Lex. Well, I mean, we were talking a little bit. Maybe this is what you mean. We were talking a little bit about how, you know, the 3-minute boosts haven't really been in the store lately. And last time it felt like there was a little bit of a drought when they introduced the boost crystal. But this time there was no boost crystal. And then boom, today we get hit with the boost crystal. So it just felt like a little too much of a coincidence, in my opinion. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, it was either yesterday or the day before, where I was saying like, 80% of me thinks it's just RNG, and 20% of me thinks Kabam is messing with the system a little bit for one reason or another. And today, with the introduction of that boost crystal, flip those numbers, where 80% of me thinks Kabam is doing something, and 20% of it's just RNG. I don't know. There's no way to be certain on this, you know, so I always leave some room. Not 100% sure either way, but it does feel like something's going on. So who knows? BG specials like Moon Knight, I can never get it. Yeah, well, with like with the ending medium, it's really tough too. If you do a light hit combo at the end, it connects fine for me typically. But yeah, I hate using champions like that because of that reason. I don't want to stop using the ending medium, you know. ABG, is Labyrinth cost effective using Aegon like 100%, the whole thing? I don't know how cost effective he is because you don't have any way to heal, but you probably do take reduced damage since you go unblockable, or unstoppable, and like even if they evade, like you're fine. You're not gonna take like a 5-hit combo. You just hit like the one time, right? So, I mean, he's still more cost effective than most champions, I would say. But if we're ranking champions in terms of like the most cost effective ever to go through Labyrinth, he's probably not topping that list, but he's probably still relatively high on it. In terms of like fun of going through that place, he might be #1, man. Like, he just seems like he'd be awesome to use in Labyrinth. One pizza have made that's pesto based, spinach, monster, optional chicken, and then you put lemon juice on it. When it comes out, it melts in mouth and is yummy. Yeah, it's too many ingredients for me. Just give me the plain cheese and sauce, of course. I'll take that. I guess I really mean higher tier. I watched a lot of these YouTubers and I see they have good RNG. Are they buying a lot of crystals to get high tiers? Wait, what are we talking? Are we talking like opening up regular crystals and pulling champions out of them? Is that what you're saying? Wait, hold. Oh, okay, I see a previous comment here. Hang on. Let me stop getting my ass kicked in. I'll read that one too. How long did you play the game before you started getting the better characters? I get a bunch of trash characters. Ah, okay. everybody gets trash characters. Every single person playing this game gets trash characters. It's just, the longer you play this game, the more rewards that you get. Like you get crystals at a faster pace, the longer that you play. You know, I don't know how long it takes you to get a 5-star crystal, but I can pretty easily get like 1 5-star crystal a week, and there's people that can get more than that because I'm not getting the most 5-star shards I can out of the arena and stuff. So, yeah. You know, it's just, you have more chances at pulling something good when you're opening up more crystals. But, like, for example, the first 5-star crystal that I popped open, it was Iron Patriot. You know, my first one wasn't anything special. Eventually you pull good champ stuff if you stick with it. It's just all luck. The crystals, I don't believe there's any nonsense going on there. I do believe it's just an equal chance to pull whatever champion. It's just there's more champions that we feel are kind of meh versus the champions that we really want. Do you see Mike's posted about the War Boost crystals? I'll tweet it at you if not. I think I saw it. I think there were 2, maybe, or maybe there's only 1. Maybe the other was about something else. No, I think the other one was about the leaderboard. I don't know. People posted pictures in the Alliance chat, screenshots of it. So I think I saw it already. Don't forget to open crystals, BG. Okay, I think I still have some time, but that's a good reminder. Thank you. Took me over a year to get my first 45, and it was Drax. That was my kind of luck. That's true. Yeah, Doobs, you know, he's a grinder. He gets a lot of 5-star shards, although back then it wasn't as easy to get them. And of course, you know, like, he's in my alliance, so we're a very active group of players. We're getting some of the best rewards in the game, and it still took him forever to pull a good champion. Drax was his best option for the longest time, and eventually he just had to rank up Drax. That's just kind of the way it goes. Can't think of a fight Aegon can't do. I mean, I don't know if there's a fight that he can, or that he can't do. But if we're talking cost effective, I think there are champions that can do it cheaper. Is all I'm saying. Let me go see after this fight. I'm gonna check how much time I have left, and maybe I'll just pop the crystals now. I don't even know if I use any Mystic Champions in Arena, but whatever. Ryan, which device do you use? Right now I'm playing on an iPhone 8 Plus. I also play on a 7 Plus. This is my actual phone that I carry around with me. This is just for streaming and recording purposes, so that I don't interrupt a stream or recording a video with a phone call. Like 50 minutes, I think, BG? Okay. Alright, I'll wait a little bit longer then. If I can open up 1 or 2 less crystals, you know, I'll be happy with it. So, what was posted about the leaderboard? Some alliances got double points, right? Yeah, apparently double points and even double rewards. I have no idea how widespread it was. I'm pretty sure, like, it happened to ASR. They're at the top of the leaderboards right now. But I have no idea, like, how far that stretches down. Because, I mean, if you're only looking at the top of the leaderboards, it's probably pretty easy to be like, well, why don't you just look at that team and, you know, take away the double points. Pretty easy to do, but if it happened to one alliance, it probably happened to others, and I'm sure they have to look into every single alliance and figure out which ones it happened to and all that, and then they'll adjust it. Wait, we're supposed to have a schedule? Wait, what? I'm not sure the schedule thing. I had a rough string 2, and then a great luck streak, ranked up Winter Soldier and Cable to rank 4 because of overflowing Tier 2 Alpha at one point. It was so bad. But now I have a 565 Ghost and Killmonger. Luck will turn eventually. Yeah. Yep. Will turn eventually. Because you refuse to believe that the 5-star crystals are luck-based only. I pulled Red Skull from a featured 5-star, then pulled him from a 4-star, then duped the 5-star a few days later, then pulled the 3-star. Oh, hell no. Well, what can I say? There's no way for me to know for sure if it's all just randomness, but that's what I believe anyway. Here there was a ban wave tonight. I was in Cade's when was it Uber that said something about that? I didn't know until he said it either. I heard it was just for arena botting stuff, which good, great. I have no idea. Maybe it's for other things too, but dude, anybody who's cheating in the arena, like honestly, man, cheating in the arena is I don't know where I rank them in terms of like what's worse. Like piloting for Alliance War or cheating in the arena. They're both really bad, and maybe it's pointless to try to rank them, but like it's like if you think about what you're doing, people spend so much time in the arena. Like if you're going for a champion, dude, you're grinding hardcore to go for like a 5-star featured. To be competing with somebody who's just sitting on their ass and having a bot do it all for them or something, or some script or whatever, like no, man, like that's, dude, you're messing with somebody's life right there. Like Kabam needs to just cut those people out of the game. Just ban them, or like I think at one point what Kabam was doing was like banning you from playing arena. Like you could still play the game, but they just wouldn't let you play arena. I think I saw screenshots of that like a while back. I don't know, like a year ago or something. That's fine with me too, man. Just don't let them in the arena anymore. Good. You can't play arena. Just stay out of the way of the legit players, because that's messed up, man. She said it. I checked their lines and they weren't full. Okay. 8 members, I guess. For that one alliance, it's always angry. Okay. Damn. That's pretty nuts, dude. 8 people. My God. BG, serious question. Don't mean to bother you with it, but are you planning on doing a podcast of sorts still? Just think it'd be fun to listen to, so I'm curious. Kind of. I have plans that like you're not bothering me by asking me, so I hope it doesn't. I hope my response doesn't come off that way. But I also don't really want to talk about it too much, because the more I talk about the stuff that I want to do and the stuff that I still have planned to do, it's just, I have to just stop talking and just do, and that's pretty much it. And like I am still working on things. It's not that I haven't. I definitely haven't stopped working on the things that I want to do. Podcast is a little bit different though. I don't know if I've been kind of messing around with the idea of maybe having like a. Actually, you know what? No, let me just let me just stop it right there. I'm sorry. I wish I could give a better answer, but no, I really just need to not talk about it. So yeah, that's it. We're just gonna stop it right there. I'd still like to do podcast things, though. I'll say that much. And some people are putting a lot of units into grinds just for some D-hole to pay someone to do it for them. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Pretty messed up. You really think Kabam should cut people, their heads? Well, I mean, not literally. I don't mean to literally chop their heads off. No, I don't think that's necessary. For cheating in a video game, no, maybe that's a little too much. But cut them out of the game, sure. Cut them out of that mode, sure. This time, last year is about the time they banned for the fraud units over the gifting event. To know if there's a correlation to be made, just an observation. I've noticed things like that in other games too, where it does seem to be like a certain time of year that they, that certain game companies will do things like this. And I've always wondered if that was just a coincidence or like something in my head or, you know, I never know what the deal is. I always wanted to talk to Kabam about that type of thing, but I always feel like they wouldn't really tell me much, you know? Usually I think game companies are pretty tight-lipped about what they do in terms of, like anti-cheat stuff, you know, just because they don't want anybody to get any ideas from it to be able to counter their measures, to counter their countermeasures, right? But I was always like hoping Kabam would have like an off the record style conversation with me about it, but you know, when can that actually happen? I don't think they would be willing to do that at Comic-Con or anything. So yeah, I never even asked. All right. Anyway, Alpha Arena done. Good. Can move on. I might as well get the 4.5 million milestone if I just need to run like my 6 stars real quick. Actually, hold on. How much time do I have left? Oh, free crystals ready too. Let me snag that. Don't mind if I do. 50% units sale on potions right now. How'd I miss this? Yeah, it just started today. Can you imagine decapitation compensation? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, still like 45 minutes. Okay. In like 20 or 30 minutes, I'll pop open some PHEs, whatever I need to get that. Let me check AQ again real quick too. Might as well knock out another fight while I'm here. That's actually such a clever way of keeping those cheaters business. If they're willing to pay for a bot to do arena for them, they probably buy lots of units, keep their revenue coming in. It doesn't work like that. Cheating usually has a negative impact on like the other players. Like cheaters, they usually make up a small portion of the player base, and typically they're cheating so that they don't have to actually pay money for things. You know, I mean, why buy any units to refresh your champions if you could just play for 72 hours straight? You know what I mean? Wait, what? Serengo needs help, BG? Quit being so stingy? Wait, what? What does Serengo have to do with me opening up crystals? But then also, what's it called? Like, if it leads to a bad experience for the rest of the player base and the other players quit as a result of having to try to play against these cheaters, like that it makes these companies lose money, you know. So I think a lot of people think that game companies don't stop certain cheaters because of that, and maybe there are some very rare exceptions to that, where like maybe the punishment will be less severe for certain players or something, you know. That I could see being something, but no, like they have to stop people from cheating, or else the game and their bank accounts suffer. Another the crystals. He needs help. Oh, okay. Dude, there's no way I'm hitting helps on stream. I'd have to restart my device like 7 times. I'll hit the help afterwards, man. It's nice. It's actually nice that Killmonger is on this path. At first, I was like, ah, geez, they put Killmonger on here, but I mean, you do this fight 5 days a week. Not that I do this fight 5 days a week, because you know, Mobile Chips takes this fight probably more than I do, like 4 out of the 5 days. But you know, just getting to fight Killmonger occasionally, since he's like never on my path, since he's always on node 29. It's just nice to get some practice against him. Wonder if they actually monitored this past Arena Wins event. I have no clue, man. I remember I remember looking at some of the alliances for some of the arena events. Like for Loki, we bumped up our minimums when they came out with the 5-star 6 stones for the top 30 prizes, and we upped our minimums for a period of time to see if like doubling our minimums to like 20. Well, actually we like quadrupled them because they were at 5,000, and then we quadrupled it to 20,000 points to see if that would be enough for us to qualify for top 30, and it wasn't. And you know, there's a lot of people in the alliance that are doing more than that minimum. There's still like quite a few people grinding and everything. It still wasn't enough, and I wasn't expecting for us to hit like rank 1 or anything like that. But the fact that we still didn't make top 30, I felt like something fishy's going on here. Like, a lot of these alliances I haven't heard of before. Yeah, I'm sure some of them are very grind-focused alliances that don't focus on other things, and they just want to relax and get their grind on or whatever. But, man, I don't know, it is a little bit fishy. Sorry, I haven't been on my old account in a month. Was just saying instead of 800, I think top 10% would be better. Over the featured 4-star champion? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. It's kind of nice that, in my opinion, it's actually kind of nice that it's top 800 for that. There has to be a good balance between the number of people getting the champion versus the number of people that don't get the champion. Because it's kind of cool to have like that little bit of exclusivity to it, you know, to be one of the few people that have this champion early, and you know, the champion isn't all over. It's not everywhere. I'm not saying that 10% would make it so that like everybody would have the champion. Of course not. But I actually like that part of the game. I'm not saying everything is in a perfect balance either. It's possible that increasing the 5-star feature from 150 to, you know, 200, 250, you know, whatever the number, maybe even more than that, it's possible that that would still be fine. But I wouldn't necessarily be on board with them making it like top 10% to get a champion type of thing. I think it's great for the basic that it works that way, but for a new champion. And I'm not just saying this because I get new champions. It's pretty rare that I grind for a new champion, you know. Last one was Omega Red a few months ago. Maybe in a couple more months I will grind for another one. Have you ever worked fast food? Seems like most people have at one time or another. Cody, I've never worked fast food. That's like a last resort for me. You know, I've worked a few crappy jobs. I've worked retail jobs and stuff like that. Jobs of like similar, you know, entry level type work, high school, you know, just in high school type of thing. Minimum wage, right? Worked in grocery stores, like bagging groceries, stuff like that. But fast food, I think just like the smell, being around the food all day would actually make me sick. That or you know, I've always kind of been on the overweight side. So maybe it would just make me actually blow up to be like a few hundred more pounds than I am now. So yeah, for those reasons, I never wanted to work in fast food. How does it work when it comes to arena cheating? Do they give the champ to the next ranking person since they would have gotten it had there not been a cheater? I don't think so. I don't think they adjust the rewards at all. I think if, like, let's say somebody was rank 100 in the arena, they probably just get the reward stripped away. Nobody else gets that reward, and they get temp banned or something like that. That's what I imagine happens. Or maybe they, you know, like as far as their punishment, I don't know exactly how it goes, but I don't think anybody gets that champion. It's kind of like just like in Alliance War. If you go up against an alliance, that that cheats and they get their points taken away, the alliance that got cheated against doesn't get those points. Where's the basic 5-star arena? I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen a basic 5-star arena at this point. I feel like it's any day now that Kabam could add a basic 5-star. I don't know how long they want to wait on it. I don't know. It's I do have some mixed feelings about it. I have some mixed feelings, and like I don't know if it should be a 10% or a 5% when it comes to like initially releasing the 5-star basic, since you know like the 4-star initially was 5%, and then over time they extended it to 10%. I don't know if they should do that. I don't know if it should be 10%. I don't know. I'm a little bit I'm a little bit worried that when they do introduce a 5-star basic arena, then I'm gonna have to grind for all these basic champions. And I wouldn't, you know, you don't have to. You don't have to, but I feel like I'm going to. So I'm almost alright with it right now. But yeah, at the same time, I could see like, yeah, the game's at a point where maybe it'd be the time to add a 5-star basic. And if not now, then in the near future. BG wants to nerf arenas. What a surprise. 1%? No. I mean, 1%, that basically is like the 150 practically. It wouldn't 1%, I don't think it would be much more than 150. Because isn't top 10% like 3,000-ish people in the 5-star feature or something like that? So, I mean, I guess it would be double still, go from 150 to 300. That would be a good increase, I suppose. But first job was in a movie theater, never had to work fast food. Movie theater, I think, I can't remember if I ever applied for movie theater. I remember that was like on the list of things that I wouldn't mind doing. Never worked fast food. I excel at manual labor. Working with my hands gives good job security. Most of the time I can do my jobs better than anyone else there. It makes me feel safe in my job. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think there's a lot of people, myself included, that wouldn't be able to handle it probably. I did apply for, what was it, like FedEx or UPS or something like that, which apparently is like a pretty physically demanding job or something like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if I was streaming at that point. I feel like maybe I talked about that on stream before, or maybe I was just talking about that with the people I worked with, because that was going to be a part-time thing. Now, it might have just been the people I worked with. One of the guys that got me into this game though had that job, and I remember talking to him about it. I remember that for sure. It's true there was a ban wave today. Apparently, yep. How much would you have to get in a 5-star basic? I don't know. It would take a few rounds for the scores to kind of set in, and of course it would fluctuate depending on the champion. So I don't know how much, like how many points it would take to get these champs. I would imagine it would take, for most champions, if not all champions, more than the 12 million points that people are putting up. I mean, think about like Ghost coming around as a basic 5-star champion. People are, oh man, people would put up way more points than 12 million to get a 5-star Ghost, right? I feel like most champions that, because like we kind of, well, actually, wait, hold on. No, if it's a basic champion, the pool is expanded though. I forgot about that. I mean, I don't know. I do feel maybe it would be in like the 15 to 20 million range though, something like that. I don't know. It sure is demanding. Those packages aren't easy to toss on my porch from the sidewalk. Well, the job was like, I wouldn't be delivering it. I would be in the. I mean, I don't know what the job entails exactly, but I wasn't applying to deliver packages. It was like, you know, in the warehouse or whatever. BG, business is always booming. We always have customers. Yeah, I bet you do, man. I bet you do. BG, on the never-ending debate about Arena, why do you have beef with C? Nah, man. Really, Dale? Can you at least not say that stuff in the comments on the videos, man? If you want to troll in in the streams, at least I could explain to people that you're just trolling. In the comments on the videos, people definitely get the wrong idea. People are like, oh my god, really? BG hates Seton? Which is not true. Brother Twin, how good to see your transmission. Serengo, my brother Twin, what up, dude? Feel pretty secure in the bartending biz. People always gonna look to get some drinks. Yeah, I think bartending's pretty secure. Like, even after the robots take over, right? People are going to want bartenders to actually talk to instead of robot servers, right? I mean, actually, I don't know exactly how true that is, but I would imagine it's true. 'Cause I know there are, like, robot servers, but still. Gee, can you check your Twitter? I really want to show you something. All right, sure. You got it. Let me go check it out. Hang on. Yeah, he also hates Yeet and Legacy because they're young. Really, Hector? Oh my god. What is this? Stoked at his speed, Act 5 with my Loki, who wasn't happy about getting it first. Nice, dude. That's awesome, man. Not gonna watch the whole video because I gotta stay in the arena, but that's awesome. Congrats on clearing Act 5 with the Loki. PG trying to nerf free speech in chat. Oh, man. Yeah, it's no fun to yell at a robot. It's probably fun, just probably not as much fun, you know. And I'll clear the helps after the stream, damn it. I'll clear them after the stream. Bartender for 16 years, all over the country, marketable trade, travels everywhere. Yeah. I did hear from some people that I mean, I don't know how true this is. Aaron, maybe you can comment on this. I've heard that, like, I don't know, maybe it's not as easy to get bartending jobs as a dude, but I don't know if that's just like some misinformation that was told to me, because I mean, at your bar, I've only seen dudes. I have another friend who's a bartender, and he's a dude. I've every bar I've went to, well, you know, there's like a good mix between the two. I never noticed. I don't go to that many bars, so that's also could be part of it. But like, I don't ever remember being like, wow, there's just never any male bartenders or anything like that. All right. Anyway, I need one more round in here. And you know what? I don't need to use high-level champions to get the 4.5 million milestone. And this is where I'm going to be stopping in this arena. So let me just throw in some 440s. This one. Depends. Restaurant bar is either men's/women. Clubbing bar is probably based on clientele. Well, that's true. I've never been to like any clubs really. So maybe that's. I have 3 girls out of 30 employees at the bar I run. Interesting. Okay. TikTok and Crystal popping BG. Oh, that's true. Good call. I should. After this round, I'll go pop some. Well, actually, after this round, I will go dump the rest of my energy real quick, and then I'll pop the crystals. I'll do that. I was about to mention the robot bartender from the Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence movie. Then I remembered I'm in BG's chat. Yeah, that's true. I have no idea what you're talking about there, Dicer. I know those actors, but I didn't see any movie of them with a robot bartender. I do remember, like, I think my parents went on a cruise once. Maybe it wasn't my parents. Maybe it was just some random video I saw on YouTube or something, because it was a while ago. But I think they went on a cruise, and there was, like, a robot bartender or something like that. I don't know. Still 27 minutes on Mystic Combat. Yeah, I just don't want to accidentally forget. I'm only going to get a few thousand more points. But I will dump my energy before we pop these crystals. Not a gay bar, I swear. I mean, the only clubbing bar I've been to was a gay bar on a Pride event. Wait, I took over my job from a hot chick. She was fully stocked up on pots and stuff, so she moved on. Aha, okay. No judgment, it was just stating what I figured was an assumption. No, yeah. I don't think anybody took that the wrong way. I think that's good information to include when saying how many, what like the ratio of employees is. One last fight here too. All right, let's only go to Hooters with male bartenders. Is that a thing? Do they hire? Do men actually get hired at Hooters? I've never been to a Hooters. I just assumed it was all females that worked there, though, with the name being Hooters and everything. BG is thinking about the Futurama episode where they went on a cruise and there was a robot bartender called Isaac, or Isaac, like Isaac from The Love Boat. No, I definitely never seen that episode of Futurama. It was a real life thing on a cruise ship. I just don't remember if it was a cruise from my parents that my parents took, or if it was a cruise that I just saw randomly on the internet one day. TV show called Passage. It's got an actor my mom swears looks like Chris Pratt. It's funny as heck how much she insisted it was him till I made her look it up. Oh man, I've been in that situation before where I thought for sure this one actor was playing a role and then they weren't after looking it up. When's the next crystal opening, Brian? Well, I'm going to pop some Premium Hero crystals in a little bit, but I'm assuming you're talking about something more exciting than that. April? And that's probably not an exaggeration. Wait, no, actually, what is it, like another 40 days for the 6-star pool to be updated? So about another 40 days, and then the next one after that's going to be in April, so probably April at least. Maybe I'll get pushed back. Maybe I'll pop them sooner. Got potions on either side. Doesn't matter which way I go. Wait, which... Okay, we'll go down first, and then I'll take that portal over there. That way I could be done going down. Okay. Cool. April, what's in April? Yeah, Darkhawk. Hinatch is correct. I'm trying to wait for Darkhawk to get added to the basic pool. And then I'm popping basics. Whatever I got. ABG, haven't been in here in a while. Do my 6-star RH since I last spoke with you. RH, RH. Wait, RH. Oh man, why am I drawing a blank on RH right now? I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, 'cause I can't remember who RH is. Oh my god, somebody refresh my memory. Red Hulk! Ah, yeah, of course, duh. I think I normally see people say Rolk for Red Hulk. That's probably why it didn't trigger right away. But nice, dude. That's of the champions to awaken. I think that's a good one. Doesn't need high sig level. Solid all around champ. Yeah. Some say Kabam Mike commented in Alliance for a boost link, please. He did post about it. Yeah. Something along the lines of, he knows it's bad timing that the Arena Boost Crystal came out today, but this has been the plan for a month now, because they have to plan everything out in advance like that, and it's just a coincidence. It's still just RNG, and he's having the team look into it and making sure our voices are heard on it. Something along those lines. I do believe that it's going to get better going forward. You know, I still think that something screwy is going on here, a little bit. But I do also think that one way or another, whether it is just a really long streak of bad luck, because that's certainly possible, or if Kabam is just saying that and actually pulling these boosts to sell more crystals, whatever the case may be, I do think it'll be better going forward, because they've gotten a lot of feedback on this and people are not happy. So I'm sure it's still going to be random, but hopefully it'll be a more progressive randomness type system, like I was talking about the other night, where the longer we go without a boost, the higher the chance that we'll get one of those boosts to kind of even out the streaks a little bit. EG, you are a bad influence, guys in my alliance hoarding that have 2 good 5 stars. Oh no. Well, tell them I said to pop open their crystals. Hoarding is not good. Hoarding certain crystals is not good when you don't have many champions. It's better just pop those crystals. BG, how was your workout today? Hector, there was no workout today. The most exercise I got today was walking my dog, which is not really exercise. Not for me, at least. Not saying it's not exercise for some people, but I was only out there for about 10 minutes, and mostly it was just standing there waiting for my dog to find the right spot. BG, hot rolled over from a Ghost to an Iron Man Infinity War. Is that good or bad? I mean, depends on who you wanted more, I suppose. But neither are bad champions. They both have their uses. So I think it's a good pull still. And I think that's all that really matters, you know. If it rolled over from Ghost to Colossus, then it'd be a different story. But rolling from one good champion that maybe you wanted more than another still good and useful champion is not bad, you know. I'd be happy with it, at least. Hi, Brian. I'm from Russia. You really good blogger. Thanks, Vlad. What's up to Vlad from Russia? Thank you for summer BG. No problem. The first ever MMO. How long in advance do players know when a game gets shut down? Do devs announce it or milk it then quickly pull the plug so players don't give up in advance? There's usually it depends. Before it shuts down for good, there's usually like anywhere between 1 and 3 months. Like, for example, if they make the announcement in September that they're shutting down servers, they could either say, well, starting October 1st, that's it, you know, thanks for playing. Or they could say, you know, come 2019, or end of January 2019, like we have to pull the plug. They could do that, but what actually happens more often than not with MMOs is they'll try other methods to keep the servers going. They'll put the servers in maintenance modes. Sometimes other companies will take over, just as like a maintenance type thing. If it's a monthly subscription, they'll change it to a free-to-play based game. But I can tell you for sure that MCOC is not going anywhere for a long time, dude. The only way these games get shut down is if they're not making money, and MCOC is making money. So yeah, you have nothing to worry about for this game. Typically when games get shut down, players will kind of have a feeling like things are getting bad, like players just aren't logging in anymore, and you could see from like earning reports and stuff like that, like it's aren't lack of new updates a big sign. Games on the verge of shutting down with MCOC, they're a pretty easy spot. That's true too. Yeah, that's true too. Because they don't say when a game goes into maintenance mode. Typically it's just like it happened, and players are just sitting there like, huh, it has been a little while since we got any kind of update, and then players start to, the longer that goes on, players really start to question it. Okay, so I got most of the points I need. Won't have to pop open that many crystals. Good. Hey, that's exercise. Zoe and I walk for an hour or more every day, and we actually walk, not just me letting her sniff stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. For you, it's exercise, but for me, I would just be lying to myself. I'd be completely lying to myself. And everyone else, too. Also, I think it depends. What's it called? It also depends on the developer, like who the developer is. So, for example, Blizzard has been keeping the Diablo 2 servers around for when did that game come out again? Like 18 years or something like that. 18, 19 years, something, right? Like that game is well beyond. It's been in maintenance mode for for the majority of its existence. But a company like Blizzard, it's more important for them to keep servers going, even if they're not making money off of it, just to please the players and keep them happy and looking forward to buying other Blizzard products. If it's a company that only has like one game and they're all in on this game, which is the case with a lot of like startup MMOs, thinking about like PC MMOs, but certainly mobile too. Like if that's their game and they have to basically like shut down their studios, then no, there's no keeping the servers alive. They either have to sell it off to another company that might keep things going, or that's just it. But anyway, like I said, there's no chance MCOC is getting shut down anytime soon. All right. Anyway, let's see how many crystals I need to pop open. All right, let me pull out a little calculator tool real quick. 35,000 minus 23,950. We got 11,050. I need 32 of the shard crystals, or 9 of the PHC, the fully formed. Let's just pop open 9 of the fully formed. I'm gonna have to spin them out, is the only problem. Because you can't. The part that sucks. I have a little bit of time, so I might as well just do that. But the part that sucks about this, if you're like me and you're really stingy, you don't just want to pop 10, and there's no way to pop one at a time of the fully formed. Like you can do that with the shard crystals, but you can't do that with these. What the hell? Super laggy. Holy crap. Oh my god. That's not just the stream. Oh, there we go. I just popped 10, you dork. No. It's calling himself stingy now? Oh, I know I'm stingy. I'm not hiding it. BG, so a crystal... Dude, why is it so laggy? What the hell's going on, man? I'm glad I'm not playing Alliance War right now. BG, so a crystal is a real-life thing that actually exists in reality, right? So why does my smartphone keep changing it to crystals when I type crystals, even though I've saved it as a word? Beats me, Dicer. I have no clue, dude. I don't have any of that autocorrect stuff on or anything like that, man. I've never trusted those features. You know, screw that. But that's weird. Crystals, I mean, for those of you who aren't seeing the comment, he's saying crystals with like a capital C and apostrophe S versus crystals with a lowercase c and no apostrophe. So yeah, weird. This is really annoying right now, how laggy it is. Man. Anyway. That's what it does to me in fights a lot in the past month and a half. Sorry to hear that, man. I haven't seen that in fights myself, but if you're seeing that in fights, I can only imagine that's... Ugh. Bad. Real bad. We're lucky he isn't full on stingy or be watching 1-star duels with jugs. Yeah, man, I could be way more stingy. I still have 4 energy. I can go fight 4 enemies in Road to the Labyrinth if I really wanted to, but I wouldn't do that. I never go Road to the Labyrinth. I could queue up just Mystic Champions in the arena, but I also don't want to do that. Yeah, my game was super laggy too. Hopefully they address it before tomorrow's war attack. Yeah. I will say, the next time when I do pop open my 5-star crystals, I will not be spinning them out. you never go full Road to the Labyrinth, yeah. But when I pop open my, I don't know how many 5-stars I'm gonna have. But I have a feeling I'm going to have a bunch. Like, you know, probably more than 20 if I do wait till April. And I'm not going to be spinning them. No, we're just popping them. But I only need 3 more of these, so let's spin out 3 more. Come on, 4-star. Come on, ghost dupe. How do you dexterity so well? It's just practice and learning the champion's animations. The more you play the game, the better you'll get at it naturally over time. Playing arena actually can be pretty helpful when it comes to evading specials or using dexterity to get out of harm's way of specials. Just because you see a variety of champions there. Now this thing's bugged out with the ISO. Great. Probably going to go for featured 5-stars. Okay. Good luck. So we're hoarding now, huh? Okay, got it. Thanks. Oh man. One of Cal's videos, he said something about being told his lag was due to having over 15k ISO in stash. Wonder if that crystal hoard is a cause. Maybe. I'm not over 15k of the crystals though. I've had more crystals than this. And I certainly don't have that much ISO. What's up, BG? How's your day? Jizz, what's up, dude? How you been? My day's good. Hopefully yours was as well. How'd that Alliance War stuff go anyway? That we were talking about the other day. I miss your 1 million PHC shard openings. Yeah, well, those days are pretty much over. The PHCs, I use them just for getting milestone rewards these days. Ever since Alliance War seasons hit, I feel the need to really get as many attack boosts for free as I possibly can. Get almost 5-second delay almost after every single Alliance War fight till it registers that 5 seconds are worse than the fight itself. Alright, yes, dude. I know what you're talking about, man. Going into the fight and coming out of the fight. Like, especially if it was a tough fight, dude. Fighting a domino and then sitting there not knowing if you're going to get out of the fight or if it's going to disconnect you is... Oh. God, I hate that feeling. Psst, why are we waiting till April? Dooley Ray? Is that Dooley Ray? What's up, dude? Is that a new icon? When did you adopt the red down arrow? Am I that far behind on your content these days that I'm not aware of this? Or is this something new? Oh, I just clicked on your channel. Has been a little while since I've made it to one of your streams. What was I gonna say? Darkhawk. I'm waiting for, until April for Darkhawk. I'd like to try my best to get him. Of course, who knows if it's actually going to happen, but I figure if I get like 25 shots at it or something, then, you know, got some chance at it. So, it was good, man. It wasn't Domino. It was Emma and Void Destroyed. Ah, nice, dude. Nice. Okay, speaking of shards, though, how many shards do I have for 5 stars right now? Let's do a little check on that, a little update. Okay, so I'm at 72k right now. They sell Mango Tango in Canada. Never been. I would hope they would, though. ABG, how much do you think Ghost is going for next arena? Roughly 3.1 million. I recommend going higher, though, as always. What if they rotated 6 and 5-star featured every month, keeping 6 featured champs as same, but changing other 18 champs? I don't know if that's something that's necessary. I feel like, I mean, that would be a buff to the featured crystal, but I feel like it's fine just kind of as is. I don't know if that's something they really need to change. It'd be a buff to the crystal just because, you know, if you're going for one of the 6 featured champions and you miss and pull, and if you miss the feature and pull one of the other 18, you'd most likely want that 18 to rotate out. That way you'd have, you know, like, of course it would depend on the situation. Sometimes it'd be worse for you, sometimes it'd be better, but generally it'd be better. Confirmed BG has now been to Dooley's channel more than Hector's. I mean, I've watched a lot of Dooley content. It's just lately I haven't watched much. It's nothing against you, Dooley. I haven't had a lot of time to watch much content lately. So it's a lot of people's channels that I'm behind on content for. But I mean, like, I watched one of your war videos a few weeks ago or something like that. It was probably the last video of yours I saw. Hasn't been that long, but alright, anyway. Oh man, the crystals are up. I'm way late. Huh? No, Dakota. We're not ending the stream yet. I'm just kind of sitting around doing nothing when I should be arena grinding. Oh man. Yeah, I did not do enough arena grinding this round. I wanted to get the milestones. I wanted to get all the milestones in both the 4-star basic and 4-star featured, but well, clearly that didn't happen. I guess I'm just gonna go for the basic milestones since they're easier to get. So whatever, man. There's always next round. Always more units to get next round, I guess. When do you think Cosmic Thor is coming back to arenas? No clue. Maybe we'll get a new Thor for, because isn't there like Stormbreaker Thor or something like that? That might come out with the next movie. They should make it so you can watch other people's fights in Alliance War and Alliance Quest. I would love that, but there is a downside that comes with that, where it's going to put more pressure on you knowing that other people are watching your every move. Personally, I would like it, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that would not like that. Arena grinding is like riding a scooter. Sure, it gets you where you want to go, but are you happy? I mean, for a little while, I'm happy riding a scooter, sure. Yeah, it's looking pretty pathetic. Why don't you actually do some fights? I'm getting there, Arnavdo. I'm getting there, man. BG, where can I get the link to see who is live streaming MCOC content? Can you please send the link? Sure. I will send the link. Although right now it is just me. But here's the link that if you ever just want to check to see, even if you're not subscribed to the person, you can hit that link right there and just refresh it throughout the day or something like that. Typically, that's how I find. I usually subscribe to people. Like if I stop by their stream, I usually subscribe to that person. Unless I just really don't like their stream or something like that. But that's how I find new people all the time. Is I'll just refresh that page and I'll be like, huh, I've never seen this person before. Let me check them out. And then subscribe to them. I suck this arena and you still lost. Way to suck, Brian. Way to suck. Wow. I did like 4.5 and 1.5, 5 featured, 4 featured, 4 basic. Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried about arena grinding at the moment. I'm trying to spend as much of my day as possible working. I do need to still maintain enough of an arena grind to make sure I have enough gold and all that for my champions, but other than that, I'm not too concerned with it. ABG, I want to thank you for the 5.4.6 Medusa advice. If I never see another old school Ultron again, I'll be happy, man. The rest should be easy, right? Inset ominous music here. Yeah, dude, totally easy. You got this. No, seriously though, if you're able to do that, then you got this. And no problem for the advice. How much did you put up for a thing? I think I put up like 1.5, which I'm sure is overkill, but you know, I have to get thing on the first try for testing purposes, so I always put up a little bit extra. But that was last round. I didn't do any of the 3-star arena this week. Right, is Mango Tango a flavor or a brand name? I'm guessing flavor. If so, what brand? Yeah, it's a flavor. The brand is Odwalla. Odwalla, I think. I can always feel Doob's sexy eyes on my fights when I go last. The rest, the Alliance watching you fight in real time would be interesting. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like in a tight war. Oh man, there's so many people watching. And it feels really good when you do well and you see like a whole bunch of comments like, yeah, way to go, and stuff like that, right? And then if you die, there's just no comments, but you know people were still watching, you know people saw it. BG, between the 4-star featured and 5-star featured arenas, which do you think is more worth it? I can only do 3 to 4.5 million in 5-star featured, and sometimes 6 million, but can do all milestones in 4-star featured. It depends on what you're after. You know, there's more shards in the 5-star arena, and there's more units in the 4-star for the same amount of time input, at least. Of course, if you're able to hit all the milestones in both, then there's the 5-star is the best, but you know, obviously it's not always possible. I tend to favor the units just because, you know, there's nothing that's gonna get me to spend money on units, so I have to, you know, this is my only source. If I didn't mind, sometimes if there was like a special offer that came out and I really wanted to get it, and if I didn't mind spending a little bit to get units, then maybe I wouldn't. You know, maybe that would change my opinion.
maybe I would be fine getting the 5-star shards and a little bit less units as long as I was still getting some. But, you know, because it is a free-to-play account, I favor going after the units in the 4-star arenas. What I try to do, I did a little bit extra this round, but normally what I like to do for the 5-star featured arena is get onto the infinite streak, or get 15 rounds in, and then only run my 6-star champions. And usually just once a day. I normally don't get them in twice a day, but sometimes I'll get them in twice a day. And that gives me an easy 3 million points for very little effort. It'd give another. It would easily get me the 4.5 million milestone. I think. Well, actually, would it? No, I don't know. I was gonna say if I did twice a day, but I don't know if it would. But either way, it gets me the 3 million easy. If I had more powerful 6-star champions, I would only get to a streak of 5 and then only run my 6 stars from there. But a lot of my 6 stars, they hit so weak. It's like Juggernaut, Expo Dead Force, you know. So it's really annoying doing like the difficult matchups, getting onto the infinite streak just with the 6-star champions. It's doable, it's just annoying. So I try to get to 15 before I use them. Can't see a situation where I wouldn't at least get the 1k shards and the 5-star featured. No way I'm going outside that much or getting a girlfriend anytime soon. What about when you go to Comic-Con? I mean, you could still pretty easily do it, but still. Can't imagine how much you have to grind Arena just because you're free to play to keep up. That's quite a bit. It's... I mean, it's certainly quite a bit. I'm trying to think, like, if I could grind a little bit less than what I do now. Like I can grind lower than my average. My average is you know 3 hours a day, including some days where I don't touch the arena, and some days where I'm grinding practically 24 hours straight because I'm going for a 5-star feature champion. All of it averages out to about 3 hours in the arena every day, and I can certainly get by doing less than that. I definitely don't have to grind for any featured champion, and I would be fine, so that would lower the average by quite a bit. I could... make sure that I really only use my top champions, like never use a rank 2 5-star, but maybe like, you know, spread out the time a little bit more or something like that. So it could be less, a little bit than what I'm doing, but it's still going to be quite a bit no matter what. There's no way around it, you know. If you don't want to spend, then you're certainly going to have to spend a decent amount of time in the arena if you want to be in like a Masters level alliance, you know. Certainly if you don't want to run like map 6 or something and donations are a lot cheaper, then you know, like honestly if you're running like a map 5 alliance, I think it's possible to stay like keep up with your alliance and spend very little time in the arena, you know, talking like 30 to 40 minutes a day. Well, I mean, to me, I consider that little time in the arena, but to other people, I'm sure that's still a lot more time than what they're willing to put in. BG, what would you say to a free-to-play toggle on/off option in settings that would remove unit store and halt all cash offers, but keep tossing the unit offers at you? I mean, it'd be fine with me, but I'm sure it wouldn't be fine with Kabam. So, if I'm being realistic about it, like if I have to think about it from everybody's perspective and not just my own, and not just the player base, then it wouldn't be a good idea because, of course, you know, that would hurt Kabam. But if I wasn't thinking about Kabam at all, then sure, it's a great idea. You know, it'd be a great option for like parents to turn on for their kids. And I think there's ways to already prevent kids from like spending money just from like the Apple Store or the Play Store or whatever, right? But taking away the option for kids to even see that stuff would be a much more powerful thing, right? And then also, yeah, if somebody really wanted to commit to like being fully free to play, it would just be nice for them to not even have to look at that stuff. So, Dakota Shepard sent it over 834 saying, you like numbers like me. If you were trying to maximize your arena for a free-to-play, would you value milestones over just plain battle chips? Absolutely, yeah. Milestones is... I mean, I never think about grinding arena for battle chips. I always think about grinding arena for milestones. Which, of course, you get some battle chips for hitting those milestones. But, like, even if you grind, like, 30 minutes a day, you'll have enough battle chips to cover donations. It's more about having units, and then actually gold. Gold would be more limiting at that point because, you know, you're missing out on all the gold that you get from offers. You're missing out on all the gold that you get from, you know, duplicating champions that you're popping open when you open feature Grandmaster crystals or other special crystals that you pay for and stuff like that. So gold, you'd actually run out of gold for only grinding that amount of time, more so than running out of like battle chips to donate and stuff. Dakota Shepard, dude, thank you so much for the 834. I think I answered the question, but if I misinterpreted it a little bit, or if you wanted me to elaborate on something else specifically about the grind, let me know, because there's a lot of things that I've thought about when it comes to grinding arena, as you could probably imagine. So I probably have more information. I just don't know exactly what you'd want to know or what would just be me rambling on. Oh, and Aaron Abdo, I just showed my 5 stars. It was a little over 70. I don't know, 71, 72. Something like that. 1,000. Having suicides on really does make a huge difference for arena grinding, just in terms of enjoyability. Yes, it really does. Enjoyability, not like, okay, you save time, it's more enjoyable, and you don't have to pay attention as much. Like, I'll die more when hardly focusing on arena when I don't have suicides on versus when I do have suicides on. I just feel like the fights end that much quicker that, like, you know, if like the enemy's not getting to a special 2 when you have suicides, you know, like they're dead. So you don't have to worry about like not getting blasted by someone's powerful special 2. You're just, you know, the fight's just over, you know. I mean, depending on the champion you're using, of course. If you're using King Groot, they might still get a special 2, but... speaking of math, did you know one 18-inch pizza is bigger than 2 12-inch pizzas? I believe it. Not something I knew off the top of my head, no, but I believe it. If anyone's ever seen like the like those pictures of TVs and just like the size they take up, it's kind of mind-blowing, actually. Like let's go. I'm gonna find a picture right now. Actually, let me finish this round of arena and then I'll find pictures if you guys haven't seen it. Yeah, you answered. I guess I knew the answer. Okay, all right, got it. Nivea sending over a buck. It's not even a real last buck, is it? That's just give me the D back buck, isn't it? Nivea, thank you very much, dude. I'm scrolling up just in case, but yeah, I don't think I see anything here. Appreciate it, and your D will be returned. Hang on. So yeah, I think he can function fine without MD, but it'll definitely help. Oh, wait, what are you? And I'm loving Symbiote Supreme. I really hope there's Medusa or Champion Boss this next war. Dude, that'd be awesome, Lags. There's not that much Symbiote Supreme content out there, like, in terms of, like, high-level Alliance war, you know? So it'll be really cool to see some more. I think everyone should just agree to place with Suicides. Dude, Hobbit, yeah, man. The only problem is I can't use them offensively anymore either. But oh well. I'm curious, did you break the habit of hunting for class mastery cores quickly? No, I still need them. So I still look for them every single day. I found a science one this last time. I need 2 more science ones now. I think I need 2 science, either 3 or 4 tech, and like 6 mystics. And even like skill that I already have fully unlocked, I still look every single day, and I will happily bank them in case there's ever a need in the future for them. They're so easy to get when they're in the quest like that. Dakota Shepherd sending over another $5 saying, if you were building a giant hot dog, would you eat yourself? Wait, what? Bonus points for knowing the reference. Oh man, I don't know the reference. Is that actually what it is? Would I eat myself though? I don't know what it is. Nivea, not wanting to give up the big D, also sending over another $5 saying, hello Dakota. Thank you guys. And Dakota sending over another $5. Oh man, guys. I appreciate it, but please, there's no need to fight over the D. Dakota saying, is Nivea a brand of toilet paper? It sounds glorious. Oh, man. Nivea sending over another 5 saying, why, yes. Yes, it is. Oh, man. All right, what is... Hold on. You guys each sent over another 10, right? So... Okay. Nivea, 19. Well, thank you, guys. It is very much so appreciated. Thank you, thank you. I will be ending the stream pretty soon. Just keep that in mind. The donations are certainly appreciated, but the big D, it's only going to be there for a little longer. So, all right, what was I going to do? Oh, that's right, TV sizes. Let me pull up a picture of this. TV screen size comparison. Well, maybe this isn't as easy as I remember it being to see the screen size from these pictures. I'll show it anyway, but it's not as easy to see, I feel. Anyway, okay, so let's say something like a 42-inch, like a 42-inch versus a 75, right? You think like, oh, 70, like 42, you know, if you double 42 inches, that's 84 inches, right? So, you know, a 75, it's only going to be like twice as big, but like, no, it's not even close. You know, like if you think about all of this space here, all these extra numbers, they make it a little bit harder to see, but yeah, area maths, basically. Anyway. Nivea sending over another $2 saying, I'll fight for the D all night. Let's go. Wow. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Brian talked me out of giving more money. You win. All right, we have ourselves a winner. I mean, I appreciate both of you guys. I really do. Anyone who's ever sent over anything is always so appreciated, because I wouldn't be here without it. BG, that was a terrible explanation. Super unclear. 0 out of 10. Yeah, I know. In my head, it was going to be better, and then it wasn't. BG, you going back to the suicide life ever again? Switching on and off for D, of course. Talking about collecting a Suicide Squad for AQ and AW. I would like to, John. I would like to. There's a certain set of champions that I would need in order to accomplish that. The two that I think I would need the most. Whoa, what'd I hit? Oh, jeez. The two that I think I would need the most. Oh, dude, the crystal screen is so laggy right now. Sentinel and Emma Frost. I think if I had both of those, I would more seriously consider building an entire team around Suicides. Okay, lag seems to be gone for now. Craziness. I would love to get those two champions, though. I feel like if I had those two champions, I could still run my path with those two and have Suicides on and be fine. Like, not only do they synergize together, but it goes beyond that. Emma Frost, I would need for the evading champions on node 12, because evading champions get placed there a decent amount of time because of the aggression fury and the way that builds up and stuff. So Emma would handle that. And then Sentinel for the majority of the fights, honestly. But maybe I would also use Emma for some of the skill champions on that path too. I don't know. Lakers Bodyguard sending over $2 saying, I want the little D. I heard you got a little thing. Well, let it be known that those two are the D and the thing, and they might not be the same thing we're talking about. But I do have a little thing. You're right. Oh, hell yeah, dude. 20% health boost. Sweet. I do have a 3-star thing. Yeah. But Lakers Bodyguard, thank you very much. Probably did a few hundred this past week. Nivi, you sent over a lot, man. You're a very generous person. Thank you, thank you. And Dakota has actually sent over donations in the past as well. Both of you guys are very generous. I can see you realize it halfway through, but at least you powered through that good spirit. Wait. Oh, for the explanation, yeah. Tweet if you can. What's up, B. Daniels? All right, real quick, and then we're going to be wrapping it up. What the heck is this? Please tell me you know. It's it? Ice cream, 2 oatmeal cookies dipped in chocolate. I've never had this before. I've never seen this package before. Wait, hold on. Is it just like an ice cream sandwich type of thing? Like a little circular ice cream sandwich thing? But dipped in chocolate? I don't know, but I've never seen. Oh well, duh. The picture is right here. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I was trying to see through the package on like the bottom, like around the edges here, but of course the picture is right here. I've never eaten this one specifically, but I have eaten like similar ice cream sandwich things. I swear I only tune in at the end of the days you pull a boost from there. Got with the HU Bungus troll. Well, it's been like 2 in the past couple of days or something like that, right? I had a streak before that where I wasn't pulling any boosts, man. It's just how RNG is, right? Sometimes you go on good streaks, sometimes you go on bad ones. So Brian, do you think that Scent would be able to clear your lane? Would you ditch Void altogether? I do think Sentinel would be able to clear the lane, yes. I would still prefer to use Void. I think Void is still the significantly better option for a lot of fights. Maybe not significantly better, but still the better option for a lot of fights on that path. But if it meant that I was able to run suicides, like like just all the time running suicides, that's a sacrifice that I would consider making at least, you know. Probably still wouldn't be able to do it in 4 Loki. Not that they would like tell me I couldn't, because no one ever tells you can't do something in 4 Loki, unless you already failed at doing that thing, kind of, or at least, you know, okay, try it out during the off season or something like that, right? But no one's ever just flat out like telling us what to do. But I do think that maybe it would increase my chance of death enough that maybe I wouldn't be able to be in a competitive alliance. Or as competitive as, of an alliance. Like, if I don't know what, like, the limit of deaths I'd be comfortable with before I would hit a point where I'm like, I gotta step down. I gotta go to a different alliance. I don't know what that point would be, but it's not that high of a number, is all I know. And if I reached that number where I didn't feel comfortable anymore, then I would kick myself, basically. Can you not... Wait, what is this? Can you not do minimums, or do they say you can't do that? Well, minimums you gotta do. I mean, technically... technically, you don't have to do minimums. You just have to pay the donations for somebody else if you don't hit the minimum, so, yeah. Okay, anyway. Oh, man. Something at the back of my throat here for a sec. That's messing me up. All right, anyway. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. We can continue the suicide discussion tomorrow. But it's getting late. Nivea, thank you very much for the 21 bucks. Dakota Shepherd, thank you for all that you sent over as well. Thank you to everyone else, too. Bringing a box to Comic-Con. They are delicious. I hope you don't bring them on the plane, man. Those things are going to melt. If you could find a box in NYC, maybe. But, yeah, I'll see you guys. Now I want to know a ballpark death number you tease. You know what? Like, I was going to say it, Cade, but I felt like maybe it'd make some people feel bad if I said it. So I don't think I'm ever going to say that number on stream. If you want to know in the in private, I would tell you in private, but yeah. Okay. Good night though, everybody. See you all tomorrow. Possible. One last thing. Event quest completion. If it starts tomorrow, I don't know what time it's. I think it starts kind of late in the day. The next 22-hour event. But if it's event quest completion, I will most likely do a stream at the start of that event quest completion. Only if it's that, though. And there will be a daytime stream then. So we'll see. It's up to Kabam at this point. It's in the hands of Kabam. All right, anyway. I feel like suicide is a bit much. Let's call them self-forever sleep masteries. Wow. I always wanted to change the name of it too, Dicer, but there's no changing it, man. There's just no changing it. I thought like kamikaze masteries might be okay, but no, like they're the suicide masteries forever. It's already started, not the solo event. It's hero use, I think, right? All right, anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good night.